Hey, my YouTube family. So, it's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. So, today I came on and we're going to do label reading. Because the first thing you want to do before you start your transition or before you switch your diet from, the regular Americanized diet until to alkaline or to just vegan, you're going to want to consult your physician first. You may be on medication, you may have an illness, anything. Our food is our medicine. So the first thing you want to do is contact your physician. The second thing is after you get a report from your primary care provider, your physician, when you go out to these supermarkets, you want to learn how to read the ingredients. You want to learn how to read labels to be informed. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm not going to hold you long. It's going to be real quick. All right, I'm going to just flip the camera so we can see the spread we have here of things, of foods. And the first thing we're going to do is our fruits and our vegetables. So when it comes down to our fruits and our vegetables, we have something called the PLU. So the PLU stands for price lookup. And it has a barcode here. I hope you can see that. I hope the light not too bright. It has a barcode. But if you notice here, it also has a number that sits over top of that barcode. So the first thing you want to do is check to see how many numbers there are. And the first number usually indicates whether the fruit or vegetable is vegan or non-vegan, whether it's GMO, genetically modified. So the fruits and vegetables that starts out with a 9 is more than likely to be organic, meaning that it's not genetically grown and is not grown with pesticides and other harmful antibodies. So this is your apple here. And like I said, there's going to be a 5-digit number. And in the beginning of that 5-digit number, there's going to be a 9. It's going to start out with a 9. It changes every so often. You know, the Food and the Drug Administration, they are always switching things out. You know, people get together and sit on the boards and they make decisions they do not inform the consumer of. So you also want to check for the USDA, Food and Drug Administration, to see whether it's organically grown. Usually it'll have a sticker that'll let you know. But if it doesn't, you can always go to the produce person, the person you see who's stacking the vegetables in the supermarket or wherever you go to purchase your vegetables. And this is a tomato here. This is a sunset tomato from Guatemala. Here is a 4-digit number. I hope you can see that. I hope the light isn't too. Move it back some. Then move it up again. I don't think you can see it. But there's a 4-digit number on the sticker. And there's also a barcode. And the number usually tells you, like I said, you're going to have to check. It's constantly changing. The number usually tells you whether pesticides were used while growing it, what type of soil it was grown in, and whether it's just GMO, genetically modified. So this is not an organic. It's only 4 digits. It's not an organic tomato. But this one with 5 digits beginning with a 9 is organic. And it's safe to consume, safe to eat. So we're going to set these aside. Then we're going to go to our seasonings. Now, if you see this seasoning here, it says no salt, sodium free. So you walk into a supermarket and you go to purchase it, you're going to think, well, I can use that. because that's the healthiest. But if you turn to the back, if you flip it around to the back and look at the label, I really gotta fix my camera because this light is too bright. Oh, there we go. And you look at the label, you'll see down in the fine print that it is less in sodium, but you'll see down in the fine print that it's really high in potassium. It's 690 milligrams, which states that here. But if you look down into the fine print and the ingredients, you have, this way you have your fumaric acids, your silicone dioxide, your chloride, your adipic acid, your potassium bitrate. If you can't pronounce it, you shouldn't be eating it. We use this stuff every day. And I'm going to be honest, I cook vegan meals, I use it every day. But in order to be healthy, you're going to have to learn how to read your labels, and you're going to have to get rid of this and go to a strictly plant-based diet. But I understand for people who are transitioning and it may take time. Hold yourself accountable. You're going to have to sacrifice something. Okay, when we start out with our meditations, just a sidetrack for a second, when we start out with our meditations, we'll go into discuss how you sit and you meditate and you speak to yourself as the I am. That's going to help you a lot when it comes down to making certain choices and making sacrifices when it comes down to what we feed our bodies, because we are light source. We have light source energy. So the food we put in our bodies has to be the same thing. So we're going to go. Let me see. This is the salt. So the best thing to use other than this, because, you know, this is not one of those videos, don't eat this, don't eat that. Other than this, which you can use, let me set this to the side, to season your food, is onion powder. Regular old onion powder, you can get it from anywhere. They even have this in the dollar store. If you turn this to the back, read the ingredients, look at it, it's just onion powder. It's just dehydrated onions, and it's just a powder from an onion, and it'll tell you where it's distributed from and what factory it was made from. You can also use this. This doesn't have too much, you know, silicones and acids and dioxides and peroxides in it. This is bagel seasoning. Everything bagel seasoning. You can get this also from the dollar store. This is where I got mine. Everything bagel seasoning. This has, you see the nutrition facts here. It has everything that's in it. The carbs, calcium, the iron, everything that's in it here. And then it has what where it was distributed from. And, you know, this is just, when it comes down to the ingredients, it's just salt, pepper, poppy seeds, etc., etc. So that's not too much bad things in here. So when it comes to seasoning your food, these are the best things. Instead of this, the no salt with the low sodium, the things we see that'll catch your eye and we'll just grab, safest thing to go with is the onion powder, to be honest. That's the safest thing. The onion powder. And then you have the bagel seasoning. Okay, that's our spices. So the next we're going to go to our canes. Okay, and then as a vegan cook, whenever I have a recipe that calls for heavy cream, like macaroni and cheese, au gratin potatoes, it calls for heavy things like that, soups, bisques, it calls for heavy cream. This is what I'll resort to. This is coconut cream. Coconut cream in a can. But when I went to purchase it and I turned on the back, and read what was in it, the only ingredient that took me for a loop is there some type of gum. I can't even pronounce it. I don't know if it's organic guava gum or organic guar gum. It's spelled Guar. And it says gluten free, and it has where it was distributed by. So I don't know what that is. And it's probably not safe to consume. Cause some type of illness. So I'll lean more to my avocados. The consistency of an avocado is really creamy. You'll have to add milk, to change the color. And if the color doesn't change, that's fine. As long as it has that creamy, milky consistency. Okay. So the next thing I want to go to is your pastas. Now, this was a really good one. They have, this is by Barilla, and this is a protein pasta. Get into it. Okay, that's what it looked like. It's from Barilla. It's a protein pasta. This is a spaghetti. You see the non-GMO sticker here. But what really matters is when we turn to the back. Or I think here is the side. We turn to the side to really look at what's going on and what's in this packaged product. So as we get down to the ingredients and what's added to this, you have drum wheat flour, lentil flour, pea protein, chickpea flour, barley flour, and spelt flour. So this is a good to go. I say this is good to go with this. And then if you want to make spaghetti, you can add, this is what you can add if you're making spaghetti. You can make a cashew meat, which I'll show you when we get into our cooking videos. You can add your basil, and this is for the sauce. You can add your basil, add some garlic, add an avocado, and add your tomatoes, blend them up for your sauce, and add some seasoning. Then you have spaghetti. And for your meat, if you want meat in your spaghetti, you can make cashew meat, which we'll address in another video. But that's a meal right there. You don't have to worry about buying a sauce. You make the sauce. You know what's in it. Bam. All right. So we're going to put that there. So I wanted to show y'all this because I found some hacks. This is organic maple syrup grade A. So this is where us vegan cooks cut down on our sugar. This is what we use. We use this, and we use cocoa powder. And you turn around and you look at the label, and the ingredients is just 100% pure organic maple syrup. So this is good. I found this maple syrup. I went into the Safeway in Mount Vernon, and they rearranged their whole store. They had a whole section where they did a price cut. Everything was 50% off. Look at this bottle. It's sexy, y'all. Look at that. It looked like a nice bottle of wine, don't it? Steamed to perfection. And it has, the signature says reserve. And look at this. Has this hanging from it. This is 100% organic, grade A maple syrup. Use this as a syrup on your spelt pancakes, your spelt biscuits, your spelt waffles, whatever you choose to have for breakfast. Okay. Next, we're going to go to... Ready, set, go. All right. Let me stop playing. Next, we're going to go to our flour. Okay. I'm going to talk about this. This is what you'll go into a store and see. You'll see organic coconut flour. But you turn this around and read the label and look at the ingredients. This contains, it says may contain, as in perhaps, this product may contain milk, soy, eggs, and tree nuts. So that's your dairy right there. So we don't want that because it may have milk in it. That's dairy. You'll look at it, you'll think it's fine, you'll pick it up, you'll buy it. But you flip around and you see that label and you read those ingredients, you're dealing with a whole nother other. Alright? Okay. Our second, this is Bob's Red Milk. This is his baking flour, gluten-free. Okay, let's turn this around and see what's in this. So we have those hard to pronounce words. We have those gums. So it's sweet white rice flour, whole grain brown rice flour, potato starch, whole grain sorghum flour, whatever that is, gotta look that up, and tapioca flour, and xanthan gum. Can't even pronounce that stuff. We don't want to eat. We really don't want to put that in your body. So you want to steer clear of this. This is Bob's Red Milk flour. There you go. Don't go just look at this label. The truth is, when you flip it around, you read this, and then go down here and you read the ingredients. So next we're gonna go to our whole wheat flour. Bam, bam, bam. Whole wheat flour. Okay, whole wheat. So we're thinking this whole wheat flour. And so let's flip it around and see what's on the label. So we have ingredients, whole wheat flour. It contains wheat. And it's manufactured exclusively for Sprout Farmers Market, Phoenix, Arizona. It's vegan, but it has soy in it. Whoopty whoopty whoop, blase blase blah. Alright, so other than your soy intake, this is pretty good. It's not too many harmful bad things in it. You can pronounce everything. This is pretty good. So this gets to go. So next we're gonna sit that there because I'm running out of room over there. So our last flour this is another Bob's Red Mill stone ground organic spelt flour. Whole grain, non-GMO. That's what it says on the front. Let's turn around and see what's on the back. This contains, so the ingredient says it's whole grain organic, spelt contains wheat. So this looks like, this is just strictly spelt. Look how it's spelled right there. SPELT. This is a go. This is cool. This is good. Let's go to our sugar, shall we? Our sugar. Now don't forget, when we have recipes that call for sugar, this is our best friend right here. This organic grade A, mixed with some cocoa powder or not. If you're making brownies or chocolate cake, then this is when you mix it with cocoa powder. Okay, if you're making something else, this is just fine for any type of dessert. Or to use as a sugar, this is the #1 go-to. 100% maple syrup. This right here is coconut palm sugar. Get into it. Look at the packaging. Nice, isn't it? Okay, let's turn around and see what's on the back. So it says our ingredient is organic coconut palm sugar. And it has your vitamin D. It has potassium. So this looks like it's pretty good. Good to go on this. And it has where it was manufactured. With factory, it was manufactured in. So this looks like a go. You know, from reading the label and reading the ingredients, this looks like a go. Okay, say you have a craving or sweet tooth. You want to get into, first of all, you wouldn't get into making your own things. Because when you make it yourself, you know what's in it. You have your peanut butter and jelly. Get you some spelt bread, some wheat crackers, peanut butter and jelly. Any type of candy. There's all types of vegan recipes out here that will give you ingredients for candy. But I found this at the grocery store yesterday. And I saw the label, and I'm a chocolate lover, so I didn't look down here. I just saw this. I just saw the chocolate time, and I'm like, ooh, chocolate popcorn. So this is by Pop Creations, if you can see it. I opened the bag and tasted it, so I'm gonna have to. All right, there you go. Get into it. Here's the label and the nutrition facts. You have amount per serving. Per serving is 2.5 cups. That's a serving size. In this bag is 5 whole servings. When I get down to the ingredients, it was pretty good. I mean,